What up? It's your boy, back with another...
Hey, it's your boy.
What the hell is that? Hi, hello, it's me, VoidNovaa, back so soon with another scripted video. Now, what could be going on nowadays in that little noggin of mine for me to be talking about it? It is June, and I think I recall something going down in June. Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog's birthday. Nah, I kid. But June is notable because it's the month right before Art Fight. Now, what is Art Fight, you might ask? Well, I could answer that, but I'm too lazy. Okay, fine. I guess I can give a little description, but do understand this is not an Art Fight intro video. I just wanted to make a video of my experience with it and how I came to know it, and how I'm excited for this year's Art Fight. Art Fight itself is pretty simple, but it's fun as hell, because you get to draw, and people get to draw you as well. The whole thing about Art Fight is it's an art sharing game. There's two teams, you get assigned a random one, and whoever gets the most points wins. How the heck do you get points? You draw people. The official Art Fight website has a summary of it. It's better than anything I could have said, and it's one of the first things you see on there, so if you'd like to know more, you can find it yourself. I'm probably going to use speed paint footage of the attacks I did on last year's Art Fight for the background, just to keep your eyes busy and not just stare at a blank screen. Anyways, I think the first time I ever heard about it was in 2020, back when we were confined to our homes due to a certain virus. At the time, I was just starting to make myself known in the internet. This was before VoidNovaa. Heck, even before Arts the Angel. You a real OG if you were there for that username. I was in a lot of art-centered Discord servers, and I remember hearing people talk about Art Fight and how it works during a VC a few weeks before it started. I was always intrigued by the concept, and it seemed like such a fun idea. I didn't have a lot of OCs back then, but I would have loved to get fan out of them. The problem about that was that I was too nervous or scared to join. I felt as if the abundance of characters that I could choose to draw would have led me to not being able to precisely find anything I'd like, and I would feel guilty that I didn't do enough for me to be satisfied. From 2020 all the way to 2024, I would hear about Art Fight in passing, get curious as to joining, but then bailing because I wouldn't stop thinking about that one specific internal problem. However, 2025 comes around. That's when I was really focusing in on character development and drawing. I think that's when I was starting to be much more active on my Twitter and actively posting about my OCs. Shameless plug, check me out, holla at your boy. June of 2025 comes around and I'm seeing a bunch of friends, mutuals, and artists I follow advertise their Art Fight accounts. I've finally come across Art Fight on my own. I didn't hear from friends, I didn't stumble upon a VC talking about it. I finally heard people talk about it in the wild by myself. Mind you, all this time has passed and I have never stumbled upon the actual website itself. I had only seen friends post screenshots or shame themselves going through the site on Discord. I finally look over the site on my own, on my phone, and the hype is damn near palpable. But then it came back. Those thoughts, that internal fear I had. This time it hurt the most because I finally saw the hype in person. And I finally had a concrete set of characters that I could feasibly enter into Art Fight. So I sat there for a while, thinking, fighting with myself. And by I sat there for a while, I actually meant 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I didn't waste any time getting myself in there. I knew that regardless of how much I drew, I would be satisfied because it was going to be my first ever Art Fight. And I ended up drawing a good chunk of stuff. I was basically making one new drawing every single day until I drew all the characters I bookmarked. Once I finished them, I was satisfied. I didn't feel like I needed to do more. Let's not forget the fan art. I got quite a bit of fan art, and I love all of them. All in all, I had a great first year on Art Fight, and I'm excited for the next one. At the time of me writing and recording this video, we're in the second week of June, so there isn't too much time to wait for the next one. Alright, personal story out of the way, let me get into general thoughts about Art Fight. This will probably be the short part. Art Fight, for me, is a great outlet for multiple things. I have a wide selection of characters to choose from, but also the incentive of only being able to do this for 1 month every year gives me a lot of motivations and ideas to draw. Seeing all the different characters and concepts people come up with also helps with my own character development. It refreshes my mind, and allows me to pull from new inspiration to create new characters I probably wouldn't have thought of otherwise. It broadens my personal palette of ideas, and it helps me to think farther outside the box. And obviously, let's not forget the wave of dopamine that hits whenever someone attacks you with some nice fan art. Art Fight is just a net positive, all things considered, and I highly recommend joining it. If you're participating in this art fight this year, I'll be seeing you. But also, check out my page. Give me a follow. It'll be in the description. What's your opinions on art fight? How did you come across it? Will you participate? Let me know in the comments. If there's still any speed paint footage, I'll let it keep playing. But that's all for me. I'll be catching y'all later. Peace.